Hi, my name is Sasha. Welcome to the Muthaship. Let's see what our messages are for today. The heart of the reading, we have the Tower reversed and also the Seven of Hearts. So for some of you, I have the sensation that maybe you've been through a lot and you are considering a lot of options right now, but you don't know which way to turn. This could be having that feeling of not wanting to make the wrong choice, and also in a greater sense, this is wanting success, wanting successful outcomes. So maybe taking your time here, maybe averting things that seem like they will not have growth, that will limit you in some kind of way. For some of you, this is also indicative of repeating past patterns or even same scenarios with different people. And for some of you, this is actually just kind of going around the merry-go-round with maybe a certain individual as well. So this is maybe even closing yourself off to having so many options. So this Tower reversed can be that feeling of wanting to avoid anything that could feel like a catastrophe or chaos or drama as well. Divine Feminine, today you have the King of Cups, Nine of Wands, Ten of Spade, which is also the Judgment card in this deck, reversed. And you also have the Death card, which is the Four of Spade. So for some of you, you may have been taking a break, and you may have felt that you had to really push through a lot of obstacles, or just had a high level of endurance and determination, persevering through obstacle after obstacle. This can also be a creative breakthrough. For some of you, this is just having that wisdom and knowledge that you've gained over the course of your lifetime and having that deep understanding over yourself, your process, and maybe even another person. For some of you, this is also maybe I'm hearing denouncing, and this could be about an invitation or an advance from a certain individual. You could have maybe let something go that didn't feel, I'm getting the sensation that you weren't ready for it, or you felt like it wasn't a match to your own goals and life circumstances. So going through this death process, letting things go that didn't ultimately come to fruition as well. So do remember that you're both polarities, masculine and feminine. Both sides of the reading apply to you. You can use these readings to deepen your own balance within, as well as looking at external situations, people, places, things. Everything is a mirror, so all the information that you receive from your outside world and through looking at these readings is for your own personal growth, so that you can see where you're resonating at and where you can make changes and do deeper healing work to come into being that fruition of your ultimate dream and desire. Divine Masculine, you have the Page of Cups, you have the Devil reversed, you have the Chariot reversed, and the King of Wands. So for some of you, you may be putting down the need to go towards things that are imbalanced. And this could be even something that's new for you. You may have a lot of passion and creativity and desire that you want to express. You may be moving towards something brand new as well. You also might be making an offer of this high energy. This is action. So putting together a plan, a strategy, taking action on your emotions. For some of you, you could have even maybe offered to a love interest, or maybe just reached out to someone. But this is all about letting go of those limitations, and also having a sense of like, I don't know how to put it into words. It's that kind of back and forth energy of like, should I do this or not? Should I go forward or not? And maybe some of that stop and go energy, but you're just kind of putting a stop to it. So you could be in the stage of thinking about what moves you want to make, or you could actually be in the process of making these new moves or advances. And for many of you, this is some mirroring between the feminine and masculine here also. For some of the feminines, you may have already received this offer and either rejected it or just not heard the offer yet. So depending on where you are in a cycle, divine masculine, if you're making this advance towards a feminine, that would be a natural feeling of elation, and then kind of drawing your energy back and asking yourself if you're wondering like, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing it the right way? I don't want to fail. You know, what are my options in this situation? So those types of conversations could be happening within your mind. And for many of you, this is just a place where you're opening up to this greater expansiveness of your own expression, your own passion, and having the willingness and the creative aspect of your being engaged in life and willing to go the distance for your desires. So for some of you, this is just dropping those old limitations and stepping forward in a new energy. Let's put some heart on it. This is the oracle deck I just created. You can get this in the description box if you like it. Divine masculine, you have hoodie and snitches. So this is all about getting out of your comfort zone. And in order to get out of your comfort zone, this is about really looking within yourself to see where you are uncomfortable and pushing through that. So for some of you, this could be also feeling that you don't want external forces to mess things up for you. And for some of you, this is about trust as well. And a lot of you, with this devil energy being reversed in your reading, this can be coming away from anything that you feel is kind of playing you or playing on your energy. So whatever situations you've been involved in that maybe have been out of control in the past, this is putting a limit to those by going within yourself and discovering what you are truly comfortable with. So making new boundaries and new agreements with yourself about what you're going to allow and who you're going to trust, who's really on your side, and really having that discernment. Divine feminine, you have the lock and the key. And you also have soul. So again, this is that reminder that as you're making these big changes in your life, you are in charge of your destiny, especially in the realms of your soul. This is honoring your soul in making those changes to move your life forward. And if something feels good to you, this is taking that necessary step to move forward with it by honoring your own personal destiny. This is also about releasing limitation and stagnancy, realizing that you have all the answers and all of the information within yourself to open up and really create the life that you're dreaming of. So whatever you feel maybe is appropriate for you right now, like if it is holding your boundaries and holding your energy back, and that is the way that you're honoring yourself, then that's appropriate. If it's opening up and really expressing yourself and coming into brand new experiences that maybe you haven't thought were for you before, then that is what your soul is needing. Everyone needs something different within the soul. And where we've experienced trauma or limitation in the past, often we need to do the opposite of that in order to open back up again. So whatever your experiences are right now, this is where you really discover maybe what has been held back within your soul and where you can express that in a new way. And this is also about coming into your own sovereignty. Let's get a few guidance cards for today. Divine Masculine, you have the Dove. So this is just asking you to be at peace, to put your worries aside. You're coming out of that heavy, limited energy. So maybe it is a place of having some new reservations and fears arise. But this is just calling you to remember that everything will be well and that peace is yours in the situation. The heart of the reading, we have the brown bear. So this is about honoring your dreams, honoring your own personal medicine, and also your art, your creative expression, and also the cycles of your own rhythms and the timing of things, doing what's necessary and needed according to the phase of growth that you're in, and really nurturing yourself. So this is as you're changing your habits and maybe even the way you do things in your daily life. Some of these things can feel different and new and even uncomfortable, but this is asking you to really honor that medicine within yourself, that nourishing self-care, love energy. And whatever it is that you do, as far as your expression, maybe you're a writer or a singer or a musician, a painter, this is where you really get in and start doing your art. This is making that jewelry, this is designing that app or doing your business, whatever it is that really brings your passion into play. When you put this focus on yourself, you don't have to look outward for different options as far as people, places, and things. You are centralizing yourself, becoming one with your own attunement, one with your own life. Divine Feminine, you have the deer. You might be an empath. This is all about honoring your rhythm, your balance. I'm hearing the word fortitude, your strength, endurance. This is about being gentle with yourself and others. Again, honoring your soul. Being like fiercely protective over things that are near and dear to you. And yet being gentle in your awareness and in your inner relationships. So for some of you, this is also using your natural gifts and talents.